Hey guys, as a few of you may know, I was able to attend a miniature show over the past weekend. Actually, I attended two. They were up in Chicago, and one of them was actually one of the biggest in the world. The most prestigious in all the world is what they said. There was a ton of countries represented from all over the world, and I got to meet some amazing miniature artists. I'm also in the rocking chair, so if you keep seeing me like disappearing, that's because I'm rocking. But I got some amazing things, and a lot of people wanted me to share. So even though most of them are kits that I have to put together, I will show you what I got anyhow. So let's see. Let's start with these. This is a little hamster cage. Look at this. And you open it. And the little hammy is supposed to be sitting in a cage. And then there's another hammy running in the wheel. So that's this. Super cute. And then I also got some little birds that hang on a little swing and a little door. There they are. And some food, so they're really cute. The next thing I got, let's see, would be this awesome little castle kit. This is the actual castle. And then there's the kit part. And this is the accessories that go with it. So here's like the moat and the little flags that you put together and all of that. So I'm excited to put this one together. It seems pretty simple. I myself will not be putting it together. Zach will be putting it together because I am not that talented. That's just the honest truth. The next one that I got is a little tea shop. You can kind of see it there. And you can paint it whatever color you want. I don't really like this green, so I'm definitely going to be doing something else. You can see that this one is a bit more difficult, but it's super tiny, and I really liked the nice man that was selling it, so I got one of his sets because he was super cute. This stuff was so expensive, guys. Like, this stuff was unreal. We're talking, there was a little cabinet there, probably this big, and it had each of the cabinets, like, drawers were sectioned off into rooms, and someone had put furniture and stuff into the room, into the tiny rooms of this armoire, I guess you could call it. They wanted $8,000 for it. So that is just kind of a general idea of how much the things here cost. I mean, I totally understand. It is like an artwork beyond anything I've ever seen, but a little out of my price range. So mostly I just admired things, but I got a few awesome little things. I think, yeah, this is the last kit I got, and this was very, 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 very expensive, but I got it because I've been wanting it for a really long time, and it's a kit. This is the furniture kit, and you make all this tiny furniture out of it, and it's called Robin Betterly. She makes the most wonderful miniatures I've ever seen, but just to give you an idea of what I'm working with here. Here are the sizes of the shelving and the chairs, but I've already ordered the paint, and actually Zach is really excited about making this. So we have a commission to finish, and then hopefully we can get started on this. But this furniture pack alone was the same price as the actual house pack, which I got as well. And this is what the house will look like right here. So I got the house, which, dun dun dun, look at that. Oh dear me, it looks so hard. But it also has the secret pull-out panel that has secret rooms in it. Oh, it's gonna be so the bomb. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. It's probably gonna take like 3 years, but I'm ready. So those were my big purchases. The kits were very expensive. But then I also, from this really sweet Japanese woman, I got she made this bowl, and you can see the little goldfish in there and the little seaweeds and stuff. So this is a little goldfish bowl. I adore this. This was very expensive too, but she was the sweetest little thing, and I was actually wearing a Totoro jumper, and of course she recognized it, and oh, Totoro, so I had to get something from her. Then I got a little Dungeons and Dragons game. This actually opens and has pieces in it, but I've already had troubles with breaking them, so I'm not going to open it, but it's really cute. And then I got a tiny barrel of monkeys, which actually has, I don't want to spill them, but it actually has the little monkeys in it. And then, I'm checking my time, sorry. I got this little baby chick thing, and there's baby chicks in it, and then it comes with a little lid that goes over the baby chicks. That was just from a little cheap place. Okay, and these are amazing. This is a tiny toy store. Look at that, you guys. And this is how big it is. Like, smaller than the very palm of my hand. So this is a tiny toy store. Let me focus on it. It's so small it's hardly even focusing on it. But you can see there's children in it. And there's like a little rocking horse, and all the shelves are just stuffed with toys. I wish I could focus better, but my thing is not wanting to. So this was the first thing I got from this guy. The second thing I got is this tiny diorama bedroom. There's little children in there, cars, toys on a shelf. There's a little dollhouse in there, and he told me that actually in this dollhouse is a second dollhouse. So he told me, this guy was from Germany, he said that's a dollhouse and a dollhouse and a dollhouse. So supposedly, I can't focus on it, but there's a little dollhouse in that dollhouse as well. So that was the second thing I got from this guy, and then I got a third thing as well, which I will show you now. I have to get it out of this plastic case that my husband put it in because he was scared that it would get damaged, and I'm not really sure how to open it. Oh, there we go. Okay, you guys, look at this. It's actually not as fragile as it looks. I'm sure some of you know what this is. It's like a Christmas decoration, I think, somewhere, but I've always seen them. I've seen them in like Christmas Vacation, the movie, but I'm sure they're from a lot more things. But if you blow on it, yes. Isn't that, oh, I just love it so much. Once again, really a lot of money. And he actually had some of those that were as small as the top of my pinky, and he had whole villages that could fit on the tip of my pinky. That's how small he could make these things. And things that looked like particles of dust were in fact actually whole scenes. There was an old lady standing next to me, and she wasn't sure what she was looking at. She's like, she was thinking that a piece of wood had fallen off something else. She was about ready to like poke it with her finger and tell the guy, and I was like, no, don't touch that. That is actually a building. Don't touch that. It's a nativity scene. And she's like, oh my gosh, oh, like I almost squished it. I was like, don't touch it. That is not dust or wood. That is actually a part of the nativity scene. So the next thing I got is my mom got me these little ice creams because she thought they were cute, and they really are super cute. And then from the same people, she got me this ice cream with a scoop in it that looks really real, like a little tub of ice cream. And then this lady from New Zealand was knitting these tiny tea cozies for teapots, and she was so sweet. And so I got this from her, and she was actually, this was the large teapot. The other ones that she was knitting tea cozies for were smaller than my pinky nail. So they were, and she was actually crocheting this tiny tea cozy for these microscopic teapots that you could barely see. These people were fantastically amazing. The next things I got were the most expensive stuffed animals I've ever bought, and that is including full-sized ones. I got this little owl. He's hand-stitched and he has leather work on him, which still does not like make me feel better about how much these cost. And then I got a little mousy with, oh, they're so tiny. I'm having the hardest time holding them even, but he has a little tail. So much money. These guys were from Germany as well, and I was freaking out just even looking at them. And I couldn't understand them very well. They were talking really fast, and I was like, I want this one. And then they told me how much they were, and I was like, okay, I don't know when I'm gonna get to come up here again. And the last things that I got are very microscopic. I definitely want to get more of these. I had a whole pile of them, but then she said that she couldn't take debit card, and I didn't hardly have any cash, so I had to put a bunch of them back, so I'm really heartbroken. But I want to get more of these. This is a cat tree. These are handmade microscopic, and when I say microscopic, I mean it, animals. So I need to try to focus. That is a little gray cat. I'm scared to even touch them for fear they might get stuck in my fingernail. Here's a little orange cat. Here is a gnome. A bunny. Oh my gosh. I'm scared even touching these. A frog. I don't even know. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a good... He even has eyeballs and spots, but I can't zoom in on him close enough. And then a chick. And he actually is flocking on him, so he's a fluffy chick. So, yeah. And then there's also a little tiny toy mouse in here for the cats, but there's no way on earth you'd be able to see it. It's smaller than a pinhead, so I'm not even going to try. But I had like a squirrel and a raccoon and a fox and a hedgehog and all this stuff picked out. But she didn't take debit card, and I had freshly run out of cash because honestly this cost a fortune. I don't even want to tell you guys how much I spent. Everything was fantastic, and then I also started getting overwhelmed because I saw so many things that I wanted and I couldn't possibly afford them all. So I started to get like that desperate feeling and got really hot and like, oh, I'm having like a panic thing, but it ended up being nothing. But I was like, so I hope they have this again. I'd love to go again next year. This is the first year I've heard about it, and I forget what it was called. Oh, shoot. I don't remember what the big one was, but the small one was the Three Blind Mice miniature show, and it travels around the States, but I think the big one was only in Chicago. Don't quote me on that. But it was so great, and I also get to go to Mitsuya and get some awesome Japanese stuff, so it was a really great day. But I hope you guys liked all of my miniature stuff. Let's see, my Wyola Morning Fox is coming soon. I don't even think anybody knows I ordered that. And I'm running out of time. I don't know. I'm sure there's some more updates, and I need to do some more story stuff for my dolls. So hopefully this week we'll find some time. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye!